these two are in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the participants in last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches know.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Peters. Makes the catch, it's Williams. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they...
And here's a fumble way off the line. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are sliding at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Peters. Makes the grab. And he'll be brought down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. That receiver can find a soft spot between the linebacker and the DB. We'll take that throw all day.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be really challenging. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Cook. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Peters. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3-and-out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop on this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Makes the grab. It's Ray. They get him stopped and out of bounds in the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Rides the back on the option to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Let's it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They get it into the end zone to pin on that opportunity.
And so many times the safeties kill the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading. And he drops back, and you can tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
Running up to Allen. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the ground, it's Cook. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success. The give to the back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Peters. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner is stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Caught over the middle, it's gone. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Simmons. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hobbs. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed.
No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Moves around to clear up the vision. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Peters. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete downfield. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Out of the backfield, he's open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run play action. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Scanning the field is Simmons. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half.
Keep it going!
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take. Back. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Simmons. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Shoots it to the left. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wants to keep it in the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down toward the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stonewall again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bussy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose. Good return of better than 30 yards. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the... There he goes! A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watkins. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Catch in the middle, it's Ray. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the 3rd and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. It's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the lead count. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
The return is tackled down at the 18, and the Texas A&M offense will take over first and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Armstrong. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Just a short pass to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Rebels look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
Here we go. Ready up. All set.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He wants it all. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And we've seen a lot of that in this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens that they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Boom. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's got an open man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Gets open down the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proved it. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.